Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for an Alamo City hidden gem serving up pizzas and steaks with the French flair.
Give me this sauce right here. This is it. Oh my goodness.
Plus, we're heating things up in the Texas Eats outdoor kitchen with Chef Nicola Black of the Jerk Chef.
You already know. That's delicious. Wow.
And we're headed to a Hill Country brew pub for craft beers and creative burgers.
This is our CCB goat burger, 70% Windy Hill Foods goat and 30% Augustus grass-fed beef.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. First stop on today's foodie adventures on the north side of San Antonio at a classic New York diner.
Let's go inside Max and Louie's. Joining me now is the owner out here at the restaurant, Drew Glick. Thank you so much for having us out here.
And, good to see you.
Right in front of us, baked goods. We're inside of the bakery portion of the restaurant. And this is so much stuff. What are some of the new things that you brought to the menu?
You know, some of the things like our challah bread here, we bake 1,000 loaves of this challah a week to make our French toast and all our other items that go with challah. Right. And then all these baked goods we make from scratch. Italian cookies, icebox cookies. This is an Eastern European sweet bread called babka.
There's so many things that we're gonna go check out, but the kitchen is where the magic is happening.
Absolutely.
And that's where we're gonna go next, right?
It's exciting.
Now we're inside the kitchen here at Max and Louie's, and I'm so excited to see the 3 items that you're gonna be making for us today. What's the first one?
First one is what we call our Max and Louie. It's a half-a-pound burger, triple decker with a Reuben on top. Our half-pound Angus burgers go on the flat top. This is our famous rye bread. So we flip it, and then cheese, cheese, cheese.
Yes, cheese.
We put a little 1,000 on the sandwich. Then we take this burger, put it right on here. Another touch of 1,000. We put the next slice of bread. Almost forgot another 1,000. And there's your pastrami and our sauerkraut. And guess what's next?
Thousand Island.
Gotta have a little Thousand Island.
Juice it up.
And then that goes right in here, just like this.
That looks incredible.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Cheers to you. The Max
Cheers.
and Louie.
The Max and Louie.
Oh my goodness. The Max and Louie sandwich is incredible out here. The pastrami that's getting sourced right from New York, coming in with the sauerkraut. Then you have that rye bread that's toasted on there, Swiss cheese, and the patty that comes on there. Now they get a little bit of char flavor on the grill, flip it, finish it on the flat top. You put that all together with that pickle on there as well that's sourced from New York. Absolutely incredible. The whole thing just works. It's a lot of sandwich, but if you're feeling extra hungry, that's the one to get. All right, what is the next item you're gonna be showing us here?
So we call it the BFS.
What does that stand for?
Burger, fries, shake. These are our brioche buns that we bake in-house.
Okay, what kind of cheese you putting on here?
This is Swiss cheese.
All right.
Fries.
All right, so that's the F, and this right here is the S. You got the shake already made.
So here's the shake. I made a vanilla shake. We put a little chocolate drizzle on the glass. So these go in here, just like so.
Oh my gosh.
Here's our burger. And I'm gonna just grab some tomatoes and some lettuce.
All right,
okay.
pickle knife on top.
Pickle knife on top. And now we take this, and believe it or not, that goes on top of that. We give a little push. So
Fries.
Burger, fries, shake. So the concept is grab the burger, and that goes on here. Take a sip of your shake. I think you need a fry.
Yep.
And then it's time for the burger. Burger, fries.
Cheeseburgers, French fries, milkshakes. It's just a classic combination. On top, you get a cone of French fries. On top of that, you get your burger. And it comes out in this really cool presentation, just like a tower, right? And you know those milkshakes are made 100% real milk, real ice cream. It is just delicious. So this is the Robert Stack. Now, It is like basically all of your brunch items combined into one food challenge, right? Talk to me about the layers and how you build it.
So these are our famous pancakes, totally from scratch.
I love it.
So this is our waffle. 4 link sausage, 3 pancakes, 4 or whatever we end up putting on of bacon. This is the French toast. Now we got 3 sunny side-up eggs. Watch the hand. And then, of course, don't forget the powdered sugar. It comes with the syrup like this, but David and I are gonna have some fun.
And you know my favorite part about this dish is that it is a food challenge. What do they win if they finish it?
They have 25 minutes to finish it. If they finish it, they get it for free.
Oh, wow, okay.
And a Max and Louis t-shirt.
You know what? That's a pretty good deal. I mean, you got this all prepared. This is the bite. The Robert Stack is a food challenge out here at Max and Louie's. It's like all of your favorite brunch items crammed into one dish. You have the waffle, the pancakes, the French toast, eggs, bacon, sausage, and a chicken strip on top of that with the orange peel that's on there as well. You have to finish that. You have that butter and maple syrup that goes on there, powdered sugar. This thing is over the top. Now, more than 100 people have attempted this food challenge. Less than 10 have actually done it. Drew, thank you so much for having us out here.
Oh, my pleasure.
You guys, Max and Louie's, it has so much variety on the menu. You also have Italian dishes, including a calzone that's loaded up Philly cheesesteak style and spaghetti and meatballs. Some of the biggest meatballs you're gonna find in town. This is where you gotta go. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I always have a great time. I'm gonna end it here though. I gotta go in and try one of these guys. They just look so good, covered in the Parmesan cheese. Oh my gosh, that's a half a meatball. Yeah. Did you eat the whole thing?
I'm good.
Today on A Taste of Texas with Shinerbach Beer, we're at the Winchester in San Antonio off Broadway. This pub is serving up some great bites like their burger. They have Scotch eggs. They even have the fish and chips. And I tell you what, steak night is incredible out here. You need to follow them on social media to learn more about it. Don't forget to wash everything down with an ice cold Shiner beer. This right here, the steak slathered with butter, seasoning, put on the grill, getting those 45-degree angle diamonds on there. That's their schnitzel right there into the deep fryer. The sauce is where it's at. You're gonna wanna dip your fries in the sauce. The chimichurri on the steak just seals the deal. Great steak night options, draft Shiner beers. Go check them out. They got games. Scan the QR code to learn more. Now, we're headed to Beacon Hill in San Antonio to check out a hidden gem serving up pizzas and steaks with a French flair.
Let's go inside Sohill Cafe. Joining me now is the owner and chef, Jean-Francois. Thank you so much for having us out here.
My pleasure, David.
Right in front of us, pizzas, burgers, steaks. It's exactly what people want when they come out to the cafe. How did this all get started?
I've been in the restaurant business all my life since I came in the US. In 2007, I decided to open my first restaurant. I kept on going ever since and always trying to introduce new food to San Antonian.
It just looks amazing and smells incredible. I want to start with the pizzas. And this big one right here, this is kind of like a little bit of everything out of the kitchen, right? It's kind of like our own little Frankenstein creation that we put together.
It would be a little bit more like an Italian Frankenstein creation.
We're gonna try it together. So when you come in here, you gotta ask, what the one that we saw on the show, because this one's kind of a little bit of everything. I see a little bit of sausage.
Yes. Then you get some pancetta, you had some hot capicola, banana peppers, jalapenos, and arugula to finish it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's the bite. Woo! The pizzas out here are delicious. You have a sourdough base on the crust. It is fantastic. Nice and chewy on the inside, on the outside, nice and crisp. On top, you can get these things loaded up however you want. I went with the house-made sausage, sun-dried tomatoes, the banana peppers, the jalapenos, and the arugula on there. Incredible. Now the burger, you're using a high quality meat on this one, right?
That's correct. My son loves burger, so I decided to go with the best beef we can get. So we go with Wagyu burger. Very simple, lettuce, tomato, good cheddar cheese.
It's simplicity done right. All right, go ahead and grab that half. Look at the inside, cooked really nice. I mean, you're looking at about a medium finish on the patty itself. And then you got the tomatoes, fresh produce, the lettuce. Then you got the cheese on there melted nicely. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
The Wagyu burger, here we go. Oh. I love that. This Wagyu burger is incredible. The cheddar cheese on there melted nice. On the inside, that cross section, you can see they're cooking it to a perfect medium. It is such a great bite. Toasted bread, lettuce, tomatoes, sauce on there as well. You get the fries on the side. Great, great burger. incredible. Great job. You also have traditional fries, and those come with the steaks. Now, you were talking about the steaks. They're not just your average run-of-the-mill steaks. You're actually locally sourcing them out of Austin, right?
That's correct, yes. One is a traditional. We have the value steak, which is a culotte. It's a different cut, very tender as well. We cook it sous vide to ensure a perfect medium rare, and we top it with a nice house-made peppercorn sauce.
All right, so here we go. You have that nice little peppercorn sauce, like you said, right here, made in-house, poured right on top. A little steak and frites, right? You got the little potatoes on the side as well. Cheers, and I'm gonna dip it in here. You want to get a little dip action on there? Come on, get some more sauce on there. There we go.
There we go.
That's the bite. Oh. More love.
Like that?
Give me this sauce right here. This is it. Oh my goodness. Last steak over by you. Which cut is this?
Okay, this is a New York strip.
And we're gonna go in for it. Look at that. Great finish on there. Fat is rendered nicely as well. Cheers.
Cheers.
New York strip, another option when you come out here for the steaks. That's a great steak. Good job, chef. There's a couple different steaks on the menu. The culotte steaks, a really nice cut, nice marbleization on the inside as well. And they're getting it from a locally sourced butcher, which makes it even that much better. They're sous videing the steak, so you're gonna get it cooked perfectly on the outside, nice and seared. You serve it up with that peppercorn sauce on there. You get the fries on the side. You can also get the New York strip here, fries on the side. New York strip has a nice fat cap on the top, really simply seasoned, grilled to perfection. You can't go wrong here. Cheers. Thank you so much for having us out here. Sohill Cafe. You can get burgers, you can get pizza, you can get great steaks, happy hours all the time as well. Thank you so much for everything. I mean, right here in Beacon Hill, you got to come out and enjoy yourself. Since 2018, you guys have just been rocking it out here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Later on Texas Eats, we're heating things up in the Texas Eats outdoor kitchen with Chef Nicola Black of the Jerk Shack.
You already know, that's delicious. Wow.
And next on the show, we're headed to a Hill Country brew pub for craft beers and creative burgers.
This is our CCB goat burger, 70% Windy Hill Foods goat and 30% Augustus grass-fed beef.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Bernie, just north of San Antonio, to go inside of a brewery that's serving up delicious bites and great drinks. Let's go inside Cibolo Creek Brewing Company. Joining me now is the owner out here, Josh Mazur. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
And right in front of us, we have some elevated pub grub, right? These are the things that you're not going to find at your standard brewery, and then some drinks as well. But how did this all get started?
It was a family dream. It started as, hey, we'd love to own a place that we can pour great beer, and it quickly evolved into, well, we should probably get food into that. And then one day we landed the real estate that we have, and we're like, well, we better get to work really quick.
And right in front of us, I got to get started. This is a burger, but it's not a hamburger, it's not a beef burger. You got something a little special going on this one, right?
Yes, this is our CCB goat burger, 70% Windy Hill Foods goat and 30% Augustus grass-fed beef.
Ooh.
And it's very popular item. Some people may be hesitant. They think, is it gamey? No, it's not. You almost wouldn't even have any idea.
Yeah, it's not bad. I had to. Here we go. Cheers to you.
Man, that's good.
The goat burger is delicious. That 70-30 ratio from goat to beef is just the right mix. And the fresh produce on the bottom as well. The pretzel one stands out. It's so soft. Some of those onion rings in there as well. And by far, one of the best sandwiches I've had doing the show. This one right here now, we're gonna move over.
Yes.
Wurst puppies. What goes inside of those?
So wurst puppy is browned ground bratwurst served with sauerkraut and cream cheese on the inside. Ground all that up, we cook it off, and then we batter it and fry it.
I'm gonna go for this guy. You can go ahead and grab
for
one.
this one.
That one's calling your name. Break it open. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna dunk this bad boy in the sauce. That's the bite.
Thank you to the Germans for moving to Texas.
Wow. Bro, You got to come out here and try the worst puppies. These things are loaded up with all the essence of delicious German cuisine. You have the bratwurst in there, cream cheese, and the sauerkraut, and they come out with that sauce on the sides, almost like a Southwest sauce, packed with flavor. A great way to start your meal. We also have 3 drinks in front of us.
Basically, our approach to many of our beer offerings here that are year-round beers is just approachable standards, is what we like to say. So a good porter without any kind of modifications to it, right?
I'm gonna go for a sip. Here we go. I got to try a porter, an IPA, and a seltzer that they're making here at the brewery. Very delicious. There's so many different options that they have out here, especially seasonally. So you have to come out during different times of the year to see what they got. Now we're moving on over here. A fan favorite, especially for this part of Texas, fish tacos.
We use cod for our fish tacos, and we do a red cabbage slaw, and then we do a corn salsa, like corn relish salsa.
Cheers to you. Fish tacos.
Oh. Got a little habanero aioli on the bottom, not too spicy.
How are you not going to tell me about that?
I forgot about it.
That's very good. Fish tacos out here, toasted tortilla on the outside, the cod on the inside, nice and tender. A little bit of aioli on the bottom as well, so it has a nice flavor. On top, you have that corn salsa on there. It's bright, slightly sweet, and if you're looking for that seafood option, this is the one. Last but not least, the chicken sandwich on the end. What's going on the inside?
It's 2 fried chicken thighs, topped with our coleslaw and our pickled red onions. We do a chipotle ranch dressing on top of that as well.
Man. All right, look at that. That's the inside of the sandwich. You can see layered really nicely, tender, juicy. I mean, that chicken is just like got all the elements you want in there. Cheers.
Let's do it.
Chicken sandwich. Oh, wow.
That's so good.
Chicken fried chicken sandwich. It is what it is, baby. It is 2 chicken thighs, deep fried, golden perfection, and then they're put in between its thin buns. That way the chicken really stands out, and it is really good and just enough to hold you over. You guys got to come out to Cibolo Creek Brewing up here in Boerne. It is a short trip from San Antonio, and it is very much worth it. It is so cool. It's so fun. There's so much room out here. Plus, the food rocks. There's live music. You got to come out here. Make sure you follow them on social media to know what's happening when these events are going on as well. Thank you so much for having us
You
out
got it,
here.
buddy. Thank you.
This is a winner, y'all.
Later on Texas Eats, we're heating things up in the Texas Eats outdoor kitchen with Chef Nicola Black of the Jerk Shack.
You already know. That's delicious. Wow.
And next on the show, we're hitting the road for some crazy delicious waffle creations.
Bro, that's it right there. Messy, it's delicious. Give it some love.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Now we're here at the Jordan Ford dealership, and joining us today, Mark Cross. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for being here, Dave.
Right behind us is the service center here at Jordan Ford. Talk to me about why people should bring their vehicles here.
I am so proud of our service department. We're winning all kinds of awards with Ford Motor Company for how we treat the customer. We fix the vehicle, and when we're examining the vehicle, we send a video to the customer of what's going on with their car. Customer gets it, they can view it on their phone and touch base with us. It's super efficient.
And to get more information about how you can get your vehicle here into the service center, just go to their website, www.jordanford.com. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in the Montrose area in Houston to go inside of a restaurant that's serving up hot chicken sandwiches, burgers, desserts, all on fresh homemade waffles. Let's go inside the Waffle Bus. Joining me now is the owner out here at the Waffle Bus. Fee Wen, thank you so much for having us, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
All of this stuff in front of us looks insane. It's like super sweet. You got the savory, you got spicy, plus the drinks. How did all of this get started?
Well, I had a dream of owning a restaurant or something, so I started a food truck. 9 years of hard work, and then got into a restaurant.
That's incredible.
I wanted to offer something that Houston didn't have.
This one right here, this is what you're known for. This is how it all got started,
that's
right?
our buttermilk fried chicken and waffle, fresh made waffle, chicken breast, buttermilk brine for over 24 hours with our special sauce, which is thunder sauce. It's a mix of spicy mayo and ancho chili honey butter.
Ooh, super tender. Look at that cross section right there. That looks fantastic. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
All right, that's the chicken and waffle sandwich. Here's a bite. Bro,
That's it right there.
messy. It's delicious. Give me some love. The OG chicken and waffle sandwich is so good. Great flavor on there. You have that crunch on the outside of the waffle, nice and tender on the inside. The chicken, brine, so much flavor on the inside of that as well. You have that sauce that they're making in-house. All that put together makes for an incredible bite. I want to jump on over now, because this one right here, a chicken sandwich, you got mac and cheese on the inside. What's this one called and what's in it?
It's called the Mac Daddy. It's our hot chicken sandwich with white cheddar mac and cheese on it.
It's the same delicious chicken that you've made in this one.
Yes.
But now you're loading it up, putting the cheddar cheese, or the white mac and cheese on there.
And we dip it into our special hot spice mixture.
Look at this thing, just juicy, full of flavor. Mac and cheesy on there. The Mac Daddy, that's the bite. Oh, man. Bro, that is delicious. Wow.
Yeah.
The mac and cheese seals the deal. The Mac Daddy is the daddy of all the sandwiches out here. This thing is loaded up with flavor. You got all the mac and cheese on the inside, big flavor on that. Great by itself. You put that on top of the chicken with that toasted bread. This is definitely the sandwich that you need to try. Chicken sandwiches on the menu, and you also have like big burgers on here as well.
Yeah, we have this is our hottie melt. The hot chicken trend is in, so we had to make a hot burger. So it's on a special habanero spice on top of a smashed burger patty with grilled onions and jalapenos.
Look at this thing. The hottie melt. This is the bite, man. I'm excited for this one. Here we go. What? I love this bite. Oh my goodness.
This burger's one of a kind.
Woo! The hottie melt is one of the best burger melts I've had in a long time. That seasoning on the meat itself, super spicy. You got the jalapenos on there, that toasted bread, the sauce loaded up on there, the cheese. Now this was a double. I highly recommend getting a double because it is really good. You also have, like we mentioned, these little fry sandwiches right here. Talk to me about what goes on the breakfast one and what's on this one.
So we have the breakfast one. So it has sausage, bacon, egg, and cheese on a waffle fry bun. These are cheeseburger fryers. So instead of bread, we have, waffle fries as the bun.
These right here, the loaded fries, you have all the chicken cut up, you have the seasoning on there, their house-made sauce, and those big waffle fries. That's the bite. This place is awesome, y'all. Delicious. And you have to save room for dessert. You have sweet sandwiches on the menu as well. What's going on with this
So
one?
this one are original sweet sandwiches. We make in-house Irish creme brulee, but we put sugar on it and torch it. So, you get that fresh brulee, fresh strawberries, and top it off with powdered sugar.
Cheers to you.
Oh,
This
yeah.
looks awesome. Here we go. Oh, man. That's over the top, bro. Give me some more elbow on that one. That's delicious. Phenomenal stuff, man. You really do have a great spread of food. Plus, you have all these different desserts.
We have milk and cereal bars, so we do our milkshakes with cereal in it, 8 different flavors. We have dough soft serve, pineapple flavor, black cherry, we can swirl it. We started offering Italian ice now. And this is a gelati with strawberry and passion fruit.
All right, so I'm gonna take this one. This is that cereal blend. This is the Italian ice. Hand it to you. Thank you so much for having us out here, Fee. I appreciate it, man. The Waffle Bus here in Houston, delicious. You have all different kinds of options. Chicken, you can go to the beef. The smash burgers are over the top. Get the hottie melt. But here you go. Cheers to you. That's the bite. Get out of here. Great job, man. That's really good. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Later on Texas Eats, we're heating things up in the Texas Eats outdoor kitchen with Chef Nicola Black of the Jerk Shack.
You already know. That's delicious. Wow.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Stop into Circle K where you can get fresh food fast, and that includes their barbecue sandwiches where you can get 2 for only $7.
Plus, when you're at Circle K, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee 1 a day for only $9.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal.
This one right here is their barbecue sausage on a split bun. Open this up. Look at this thing's just loaded up. Oh my gosh. Tons of barbecue sauce. It is steaming hot. All the sausage on there as well. And that's a good sized sandwich. Back to Texas Eats. We're traveling around the Lone Star State pairing Shiner beer with great food, and that's why we're out here today at Perry's Pizzeria right here off 1604 in San Antonio to go check out what they got on the menu and drink some ice cold beer. Joining me now is Benny Luca. He's the bar and service manager out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us, man. Right in front of us, we have pizzas, chicken wings, burgers, and some flat cheesy bread you got in the front.
Yes,
of course, Shiner beer as well.
Oh, lots of Shiner.
Now, what's Perry's? How did this get started?
So Perry's was started by a couple brothers from New York, from Brooklyn, who wanted New York-style pizza in a suburb of Denver, Colorado. They couldn't find it. So they said, hey, let's figure it out and make it ourselves. So they found this small little place and started making New York-style pizza in Denver, Colorado.
And it just blew up.
We're building rapidly. We've got 15 locations now between Denver, Colorado Springs, Dallas, and now here in San Antonio.
And Shiner has sent us out here on a mission to try your food and pair it with Shiner beer. And that's what we're going to do. This one right here is their new one. This is the Tex Hex IPA. Now, this is the hazy IPA, right? The Desert Mirage. And we're going to be popping these things open right now. So here we go. There we go.
Right.
Cheers. And then we also got our Perry's glasses. Beer just goes good with pizza.
Beer, pizza, wings, we are happy.
Flatbreads, you got all this kind of cheese on there. You got a little bit of marinara on the side. What makes them special, man?
On this, we've got a garlic and olive oil base with mozzarella, cheddar, and fresh basil on top.
I'm gonna go for a dip in the marinara little pool right there. Cheers to you.
Salud.
There we go. That's the bite.
That's money. That's good, bro.
This cheese bread is delicious, nice and gooey on the top. You got the marinara sauce on the side. Great way to start your meal, and it pairs nicely with an ice cold beer. This is gonna pair great with this beer right here. It's so good.
Who doesn't love a hazy?
And this one's like, what, 8%?
It's dangerously light.
Chicken wings, super popular.
Yes, sir.
Everybody loves chicken wings. You have a variety here on this platter.
Yeah.
What's the most popular one?
Most popular, your classic buffalo, right? Your classic hot, but a close second is that dry rub lately. That thing has been going nuts.
I'm a drum. You a flats or you a drum? What do you? How do you
I'm
roll?
a wing man. I am just a great wing man.
Yeah, I like that.
Just like that.
Benny's got some secrets, bro.
Bro,
That's a good little party trick right there.
I'm a wing man.
You also have some burgers in the front, and those things look loaded. What's inside there?
So those are our Perry sauce, our secret sauce. Lettuce, tomato, pickle, American cheese, bacon on this one, and of course, 2 beautifully cooked beef patties.
All right, grab that one. I'm going in.
All right, let's do this. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Cheers.
Let's make it happen.
That's the Perry's burger, bro.
Here's the bite.
We're going. A classic, straightforward Americana burger bite. Tomatoes, pickles, their secret sauce. You got the 2 patties on there with the cheese, toasted bun, lettuce on there as well. So nice, fresh produce. You take a bite, enjoy yourself, add the bacon, and do yourself a favor. This is just a good all-around Americana
Classic burger.
Classic
Exactly.
burger. Now you got pizzeria in the name, so you
Of
gotta make
course.
some good pizzas. We have 3 samples out here. What's the name of this one?
This is the New Mexican Yankee. A green chili as your base.
Yeah.
Then you got mozzarella, cheddar, chicken, tomatoes, and cilantro sprinkled on top with a swirl of our white ketchup.
This one right here, it looks a little more traditional pepperoni pizza, right?
Exactly. So it's our Zesty Lady Liberty. That is our take on a classic pepperoni. We add more pepperoni on this one, and then we do our classic house parm mix on top. Get that nice little crispy crunch.
On top, This guy's been staring at me in the face this whole time.
All right.
And that's chunks of cream
cheese. Where have you seen that before? So that is our classic house-made marinara sauce.
Yeah.
Then we do mozzarella, chunks of cream cheese, pepperoni, jalapenos, and the only way I like to sell this personally is added bacon.
Yeah.
What does that do? You got a jalapeno popper pizza right there.
You guys, Perry's out here, 1604 in San Antonio. You guys got to come check them out. Great outdoor dining space. The pizzas look phenomenal. The food is rocking. Of course, paired out here with Shiner beer. You got them all on tap as well. Cheers to you, brother.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us out.
Yes, sir. Oh, wow. That's a good pizza, bro.
Later on Texas Eats, we're heating things up in the Texas Eats outdoor kitchen with Chef Nicola Black of the Jerk Shack.
You already know. That's delicious. Wow. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Joining me right now, General Manager Casey Ogletree with Jordan Ford. How's it going, brother?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. We just drove up here to Yippin Ramen. This is their grand opening location here off Austin Highway. We're gonna go inside, grab some ramen, grab some sushi, and enjoy ourselves. And of course, you know, we're riding around in the Texas Eats truck, sponsored by Jordan Ford. You ready for some food?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Let's go eat.
They have an amazing menu. It's still in their kind of grand opening period, so we want to try a little bit of everything. What are you thinking about?
Some spicy ramen.
Oh, you like spicy food?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay, so you can handle the heat. So I'll get some spicy ramen with you, and maybe we'll get some sushi as well, because it is also a sushi bar.
You ready to order?
Yes. Can I get spicy tonkatsu?
How spicy do you want?
I want like a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Maybe medium, more than medium.
Like a medium. Yeah, medium sounds good.
And the black garlic ramen.
The black garlic ramen.
Ooh.
Sir?
So black garlic ramen,
want spicy
tonkatsu.
food?
Yes.
How spicy?
8 out of 10. Oh, you're wild. You're wild. It's like that. You're gonna get crazy. Okay. We'll do the Yippin roll and then the salmon tango roll. 2 bowls of miso soup.
2 bowls of miso soup?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know it's hot outside, but it still tastes good.
Yeah.
I'd say yellowtail's my favorite, and if budget's not in question, I like Toro. I mean, you're gonna go fatty tuna.
Yeah. Okay.
Like all day.
I love scallops.
Oh yeah.
I always get spicy chopped scallop hand roll.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
it's in the like ice cream cone, and it's just packed with scallops and then spicy. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's so good.
Let's try this out. Cheers. Cheers. Oh wow. Man, that salmon tango roll is a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Oh wow.
Almost like a tangy to a spice.
It tastes like Fruit Loops.
This is the tonkatsu ramen.
Appreciate it.
Oh, wow.
It's got a kick to it, man. I asked for medium. Casey, we just had 2 rolls. We had a full miso soup, finishing up our ramen. What's your favorite bite?
I'm gonna tell you right now, the Yippin roll.
Oh, okay. It has enough heat on it, it's got sweetness on it, and it's got a great bite and texture. So, Casey, what would you call it? Like Casey's Craves? What would you, I don't know, we make the list for you. Casey's Crazy Craves. We're gonna come up with something fun. That's the bite to get though, right there, the Yippin roll. And we gotta finish up this ramen, but it was delicious. Man, that was good.
All of it, very fresh,
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
All right, Casey, so we just filled up out here. You guys, to get more information about Jordan Ford and how you can get into a comfortable vehicle, of course, just go to the website, www.jordanford.com. Talk to this guy, it's
All right,
Casey.
come see me.
And he'll hook you up. And of course, all the professionals out there, they're just amazing at Jordan Ford. I'll tell you what, though, you're going to have to keep me awake. I might fall asleep. I don't want to fall asleep.
That's right, I'll drive.
You'll drive. Okay, good. back to Texas Eats. Now we're here at the Outdoor Kitchen, and joining us today is Chef Nicola Black from the Jerk Shack in Miroti. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And right in front of us, you have some delicious looking ingredients, a final plate that just looks out of control. What are you making today?
So this is our chicken teriyaki with white rice, a little salad, some fresh pineapple, something that I make for my family all the time. I lived in Hawaii for 8 years, and teriyaki chicken is like one of my favorite things to eat. So.
And you were saying like everybody makes it a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I love that you've added your own twist to it. So when you're making this dish, what's the first thing you do?
So I like to start off with my rice, because a good rice with teriyaki chicken is a must. Then I'll get my cast iron heated up, and I'll add my olive oil, season my chicken thighs. I like to use chicken thighs for teriyaki chicken because they're nice and juicy, they don't get dried out, and they just seem to absorb a nice glaze when they're finished. So.
And that's a big thing too. The dark meat has a lot of flavor that people don't really recognize because, you know, everybody wants the white meat, the chicken breast, but the chicken thighs, that's a lot of flavor, right?
Yes. So we'll brown those off and we'll flip them. And once they've got good coloring on both sides, they're not going to be cooked all the way. We're going to add our sliced garlic, our sliced ginger, and then we're going to get that just going just a little bit. They don't have to cook all the way because the whole thing about this sauce, it's going to just become like a marriage. You know, you're going to add everything in and let it reduce, and that's pretty much it. I start off with water because I don't want the soy sauce to start to burn the chicken or the garlic or the ginger that I've already added. And then I'll add about 4 ounces of soy sauce. And once I do that, next thing I'll do is add the honey. And I like a little spice in my teriyaki chicken, so I add a little sambal, which is basically a chili paste. And I let all of this cook. Now, I have some orange rind set to the side, and I'm not gonna add that in right away because I don't want the orange to overtake the sauce. So it takes about 15 minutes. Once you start to see the chicken thighs, they cook within about 7 minutes, and then your sauce. You just want this to get nice and sticky and create a nice glaze.
All right, so now you have it kind of like this reduced sauce that you've created. You have the orange rind in there at the very end, and it just smells incredible. Plating process, you kind of have your own vibe going on, right?
Yeah. We start off with the rice, and then we'll add the salad, and then we'll add our nice piece of chicken thigh, sprinkle with some green onions, and lastly, our fresh pineapple slices.
And this looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the salad on there. It makes you feel like, yeah, I'm doing something good for myself, right? Pineapple's on the side. The white rice looks incredible, nice and fluffy.
Yes.
And then I did this, y'all. I threw on, you did not do, that was not your creative choice. I'm not gonna throw that on you. That was my choice. I thought it just looked really cool. This is really fun. You made it look really simple, and I think that's the best part about it, because you said...
meals. I'm a mom now, and time is just not on my side anymore, and so I like to do little meals like this that I can get out really fast, and our family's having something enjoyable and healthy at the same time.
Chef, thank you so much for sharing this recipe with us. Follow the link on the screen for more information. This looks incredible. I gotta dive in now. I gotta try this. Here we go. Cheers to you. Thank you, Chef. Chicken teriyaki, that's the bite. You already know, that's delicious. Wow. Thanks to our friends at the Lone Star Barbecue Pro Shop for supplying us with everything that we need to get grilling and smoking out here. And if you want to barbecue like a pro, just go check them out. They're in Helotes. You have all their information on the screen right here. You can get all kinds of seasonings, sauces, cast iron pans, everything you need to be a professional in your own backyard. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, ksat.com/Texas Eats. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats.